Hi, y'all. Jason from the Gig Economy Podcast. Just want to touch base on our beautiful, wonderful advertisers. First one is the studio sponsor, Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid, located on Stafford, just east of 44th Street. 532-6600 or irvines.com. Of course, they're amazing. They sponsor the studio, and they just signed up for 1 year. That's right, 1 year sponsorship for Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid. Don't take my word for it, though. Go check out their Google reviews. Over 300, almost 5 stars. You can't beat that. They always respond to anything that anyone has an issue with, positive or negative. 532-6600, or you can schedule everything online at irvines.com. Jackie from Michigan Insurance and Financial Services is your insurance broker, agent, whatever you want to call it. She can shop all kinds of different insurance and get you the best price. 269-569-6127. Please call her. This is the last spot that she has with us, and we would love for her to renew. 269-569-6127 or Jackie at miafs.com. Especially with July 1st deadline of the new insurance reform, she can answer all your questions. And last, an ad spot for us, Patreon. We'd love you to sign up for Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/thegigecon podcast, THEGIGECON PODCAST. Patreon.com/thegigecon podcast. Sign up for a $5 tier just to help us out, or a $10 tier, which gets you free merch on your second month. It gets you behind the scenes podcast and our behind the scenes before we start. And then, of course, a free podcast a month. Usually we have interviews or just break down a certain gig a little bit more. All right, guys, thanks so much. Enjoy the show. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Super excited. We're back. It's July. Nope, I lied. Still June. I need to mark down the mics and make sure. Let's see. There
we go. Hey.
Okay, we're back. I need to write them down because we changed everything. So, hi, guys. What's up? Hi, John. Hi, Mark. Hi, Janet. How's everyone doing tonight?
Janet.
So, one thing you can do for us is share the podcast to all your favorite groups or your personal page. We would love it. And, of course, this beautiful studio is sponsored by Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid, who just signed on for a whole year.
Boop, boop.
So,
thank you so much, Irvine.
I know. I mean, that's awesome to hear that they've gotten the support from us or from our listeners, and they believe in us. So,
yep.
For a whole year.
Keep supporting them, guys.
Right.
Keep supporting.
So you got me, Jason, Pete. That's Pete. That's Jesper. You guys know us. Also, too, for anyone that's listening to this podcast, I wanted to make sure I mentioned that we do live stream this every other Wednesday. So keep note of our social media. Or just put it in your calendar or whatever you need to do. So,
should we mention that it's every other Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time?
Sure. That is an important...
Look us up on Facebook.
That is an important
information.
So, real quick, again, just want to touch base on the picnic. It's still happening. And, of course, we're gonna live stream it. We haven't quite figured out the exact way we're going to do it, but it'll be perfect like all these are, right?
Jason keeps saying he's going to live stream it, so we'll figure that one out.
I'll figure it out. We'll put Jesper on the tech. He'll get it done.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it done. No
get
problem. No problem. It's going to be awesome, though. Lots of food, lots of community games, probably. There might be a drawing even. Who knows? So it's going to be awesome. And we're still looking for a company sponsor
I was just going to say that. Where is Paul? He said he wanted to do it, and then...
I have been
I think Paul ghosted us.
I have been trying to get a hold of you, Paul. I don't know if you're not seeing my messages or what's going on, but definitely if you are interested, let us know.
Yes, please. We would love that.
Mark Spalding says, fix the logos.
Fix what logos?
Fixed. We must have fixed them. You must have fixed them.
Oh. No, the logo I was working on was the Patreon.
Well, then you needed to change the logo on the graphic for the picnic, and you did, so that's what you also did.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't do that. You did that.
Oh, well, there was another logo you needed to fix for the
Patreon.
Irvine's ad.
Nope.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. Come on, Mark, you freaking threw it. Like, jeez.
Nate can't hear us.
Derailed everything.
Oh, man, Nate can't hear us. What the? Nate, turn up your speakers.
I think Nate's fine. Nate's trying to
How are the roads,
us.
Nate?
He's trying to troll us.
How are the roads, Nate?
So, I forgot to pull the audio from John today, which was pretty epic, but just want to talk about our Telegram group. And he does he does
a couple different things.
No, it's Motivation Monday, but what's Wednesday? He always says it's Wednesday, and I prepared a statement.
Yeah.
Statement Wednesday. I didn't think he did one today, did he?
He's been doing the last couple of them. He stopped for a while, and then he did the last couple of them.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't been driving either, so,
Vaughn, some places say GR Rideshare because Facebook's a prick, and they won't let me change the name, so...
We'll work on that, though. Facebook is nice. It's nice. Good people at Facebook.
Fuck them.
You can't be saying that. Like, they might cut us off.
Got them.
They might do just like the Trump people. They got to cut all the
I don't care. I got YouTube. I got Twitch. I got Periscope.
YouTube.
I said YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube went late tonight, you guys. Sorry. I'm dumb.
Maybe I should monitor YouTube.
Thanks, Alan. Yeah, we know we could hear. Nate's trolling us. So anyways, check out Telegram. The link is in the description. We'd love to have you. We had like a little bit of a spam issue.
Yeah. It was like 7 or 8 people joined.
I think it was more than that.
Was it?
Some lady added like 10.
15, I think.
It was a shit ton.
Yeah.
And so I let them be there for a while to see if they're going to contribute. And then I'm like, yeah, that's spam. So we cut them loose.
John says I've prepared a statement Wednesday.
Well, that's a stupid
what he
name.
calls it.
We need a better name.
John, fix the name.
Somebody fix the name tonight.
Fix the name or I'm going to fight you at York Creek.
I think it needs to stay. He's never going to come to York Creek. What the? I think it needs to stay. It's perfectly fine, that name. It's a good name. John, I like it. You got my support. I'm voting for that name, John.
You want to create a poll?
No, I'm not.
The start of this podcast, it just feels like just fucking...
Well, we have no stories. We got to say
it's just, I feel like I'm in another dimension right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
It's just so good to be back.
Well, yeah. It's been 2 weeks. I know you miss me.
No, not the studio. I know we were here last time too, but this is...
Well, you guys should have heard the...
feelings home again.
You guys should have heard the pre-chatter when Jesper was whining like a bitch about his microphone.
I was not.
I had to stand up and get between them.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. No video on that, though. No. Of course, reviews. There's a link in the description as well. If you really love us, please give us a review on Apple Podcast. Anything else before we jump in?
I think you're supposed to talk about Irvines again. Oh.
I'm a professional. If you want to produce, you come over here and produce.
Well, I'm just trying to help.
If you want to produce, come on over.
I'm okay. You can produce.
All right.
It's okay.
Irvine's Auto Repair in Grand Rapids Hybrid, located on Stafford, just east of 131 off 44th Street, 532-6600 or irvines.com. Again, we've said it before. They're amazing. Google reviews are amazing. Megan's amazing. Jamie's amazing. They've been all great, and we super appreciate them supporting us. So if you need a repair, if you need a inspection, mine came and gone in February. Like, I don't know. It was supposed to be done in February, but I don't know. Maybe when I try to sign on, they'll get me. But they'll do all that stuff for you. Go to...
Don't you think they extended it because of COVID?
COVID wasn't happening in February. Yeah, sorry. Good try, though.
It technically was. It just wasn't here.
That's true. Good point. So, yeah, reach out to Irvine's if you need any kind of maintenance done, any repair. They can fix it all. 532-6600, or you can schedule online, irvines.com.
And then the whole coolness about getting the quotes electronically on text message and pay the same way. It's so cool.
You know, sometimes I want to get all that stuff tech-wise, like in a text message and all that. I don't want to talk on the phone if I don't have to.
No.
And they will oblige.
Send you proof of what's wrong with it, and it's like, ugh.
And then you cry a little bit in your car when you're at work because, you know, when it comes up.
$1,925? What the fuck?
That was a rough bill. I think Sam just brought her car there too. So thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
So first thing up in the gig economy news is, I know this is kind of old news, but this kind of broke the day that, I think the day that we podcast, but Just Eat Takeaway confirms it's gobbling up Grubhub. Oh, no pun intended.
Gobble, gobble.
In a $7.3 billion deal. So it's all stock. And, you know, I think they just couldn't figure it out, you know, to work with Uber.
I bet you somebody at Uber got fired for dropping that.
Well, I'm kind of glad that Uber Eats didn't buy him. I was a little worried. I mean, it's
I've never done Grubhub, so I don't know how better or worse.
Well, I feel like Grubhub's the best one out there. Now, I know COVID's changed things. I know Uber Eats is like balling right now. But, you know, normal time of year without COVID, Uber Eats was the bottom of the barrel. I prefer Grubhub and then maybe DoorDash. Then Uber Eats, and Postmates is the worst. But this company is out of Europe, so maybe it won't affect, I don't know. You always just worry on a takeover, right? And they kind of came in on the back end and like scooped in. And
well, I'd never even heard of them either. Not that I've heard of all the companies out there.
No, I've never heard of them either.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I was a little bit not happy tonight. My wife and I ordered... we actually went and picked up the food ourselves. It ended up doing because we were looking at DoorDash for a local restaurant, and I know this is how they all work, but it annoyed me. First of all, it said it was free delivery when I first logged in.
Okay.
Right? So I was supposed to get free delivery. But then I started comparing the prices on DoorDash to the prices on their online menu if I just call in the order myself. Yeah. And every item was like between 25 cents and $1 more expensive. And this was tacos. It's like nothing, right?
Yeah.
So the taco was like $1 more expensive because I ordered it through DoorDash.
What? Well, they're all like that.
No, I understand.
That's how that's how they recover their costs.
But I still ended up having to pay a delivery fee as well.
Yeah.
And then I had a much bigger tax. The tax when I picked up my food myself was $1.25. The tax on the app, DoorDash app, was $6. I don't know why the tax was so much bigger.
Because you have to pay taxes on the fees too.
Yeah, really?
But the order through DoorDash would have been $47, and the order when I picked it up at the door was $32, including tips.
Yeah, have you used DoorDash before?
No, I have. But it was too big of a difference to me, I guess.
No, it is. That doesn't surprise me. It normally is that expensive.
What really bothered me is the driver doesn't get that. Most of that.
No.
Right, most of that goes to the company, which I'm okay with the company getting the delivery fee. But why? Yeah. It was just, it just
I've never actually even used DoorDash. I've done Uber Eats. I've gotten that a bunch of times, actually.
I think I've used them all except Postmates.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't do it very regularly.
Every time I look at DoorDash, it's like the same thing Jesper said. It's like, even compared against Uber Eats, DoorDash is way more expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
And so Vaughn's saying, just call the restaurant. And Vaughn, that's what I ended up doing. I just called the restaurant. Super nice lady took my order over the phone. And the cool thing is I drove up to the restaurant like 2 minutes away. And then she came out with the food to me. She ran I didn't have to get out of the car. She ran my car and I was gone 2 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it honestly, it is. It's more expensive. If you look at the prices, it's like, ooh, I'm going to go pick it up. Yeah. Like, how lazy have we become?
Well, but again, I was fine paying the $6-7 in tip to the driver. That would have not been a problem.
But you pay let's say you pay $7 to the driver, $7 in fees. So now you're at 14. You don't even have your food yet.
And now the tip was also, the taxes was now $4 more expensive as well.
Yeah. And you're also paying at least regular menu price when sometimes you can get a coupon or discount if you pick it up anyways.
No, I mean, you pay for convenience. I mean, that's just what you're paying for.
Sure.
But if you look at it, though, if you want to compare it to like pizza delivery, you don't pay those up. You get a pizza delivered and it's from the company and you pay $2.50. That's typically
well,
the
you got to
delivery
remember,
charge.
It's kind of like we're getting used to it now because remember, pizza places did that too. They didn't used to charge for delivery.
Yeah.
Right.
And now all of them
$2.50.
$2.50 plus the tip. And so 10 years from now, we're going to look at Uber Eats and DoorDash and like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just going to be just one of those
You're
things.
probably right.
Do you think they're going to be around still in 10 years from now?
I don't see, 10 years is a long time if you really think about it, but I don't see automated in 10 years.
I think automated.
I think maybe close.
I think automated in bigger cities, but not in our size, I think.
Yeah.
Grand Rapids, we're not a small city by any means. We're not a big city either, but
we had that interview we had yesterday with Janet. That surprised me. That was interesting. Her market was 75,000 people, and ours is 900,000 people. I always kind of consider Grand Rapids as a medium-sized market, but it's a little bit bigger than that.
our city, Grand Rapids, is half the size of our country, right? It's 2 million people in.
No, I think it was 5 million.
Was it 5
but it is
million?
half. I mean, Michigan's around 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over when she was talking about there's 3 or 4 drivers out. And I'm like, 3 or 4 drivers?
Now, if you want to listen to that interview, guys, that's coming out to Patreon. It was actually live streamed to the Patreon
Last
yesterday.
Yep.
And it's getting posted to the Patreon ASAP. And then it'll come out to everybody else in about a month, probably. Yeah. So.
If I get to it.
No, you will.
All right, Jesper, you're up.
I am up. There we go. Hang on. So I'm going to be talking about how Lyft changed their cancellation fee. Hang on. I thought I had it up. My computer is having technical problems. So Lyft,
AMD.
starting on 6/16th, the Lyft cancellation fee is no longer just a set fee. Is now based on your time and distance to travel to the pickup. There's a $2 minimum fee, but after that, it's always depending on how long it takes you to get there.
It's such bullshit.
No, yeah.
It screws the driver.
Well, not always, right? I mean, most of the time it will, but there's no more 5 and drive.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot of stories from Reddit, which is really nice. But
There hasn't been 5 and drive in a while, even for Uber. Was it 3?
At least 3.5 months.
385 or something? I don't remember what you get anymore. I haven't driven.
Well,
in so
5 and
long.
drive. I think 5 and drive pertains to the 5 minutes,
352.
right?
Oh,
yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
So I still remember when I did that was the one bad thing about Comfort. It's like 8 minutes you have to wait. It's like,
Right.
oh my gosh, I'm not waiting no.
Hang on one second. Hey, y'all. Nate is just trolling us. So everyone that says he can hear fine, I'm just going to delete his comments. Fucking A, Nate. God dang it. No one knows the joke. Like, you're the only one that knows. I'm not going to delete the comment. I don't even it's spinning anyways. So, yeah, we can hear fine. Everyone can hear fine. He's just trolling us. There's kind of a long-standing joke with Nate. I don't know. That was a little harsh, but how's the roads would have been preferable. So, yeah, it just... I mean, they gotta boost their stock number somehow. I mean,
Well, yeah, but not that way.
yeah, that's too bad. I don't know if this is in Grand Rapids as far as that, but I mean, this is on Reddit, so yeah, I don't know.
I know Leo was saying it's changed in Detroit.
To this?
Yep.
Okay, so then it's here too.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to get out and drive. I would do it this weekend.
Can't wait to get out and drive and get screwed by Lyft.
I know. What a dumb thing to say. I can't wait to get screwed by Lyft. God, what an idiot I am.
So I noticed it again today. Again, I open up the Uber apps, quite often, and again today in the middle of the day, search is going $6, $7, $8.
Yes, because there's no drivers out there. Thanks, Diego.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's no drivers out there.
That's just insane.
I know. I mean, so get out there and drive.
Well, I got to get one of those barriers first.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one that you showed me is way too expensive for what they offer.
No, it's not.
300. What was it?
$329 for the minivan one, so it's probably a little bit more.
But did you guys see that one also have a side shield to the passenger? It has a little extra thing to cover the area in between the seats that opens up so you can actually reach things back. It's pretty slick.
Does it come with snacks or anything? Or because
again, I always say, does it come with a back rub since we're drivers?
Right. The thing that I thought was cool was it came with a quick on and off mechanism that just connects to the headrest. And that right there is key. It's got to be easy to put on.
Convenience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if it's a pain in the ass, no one's going to use it.
And it looks professional. It's just like it's not just a piece of saran wrap, right? It looks professional. It looks nice.
It does.
I mean, yeah.
I think it'd be a bitch to clean, but
I just don't know if, first of all, $329 is a lot of money.
It's tax deductible. Business
Second
expense.
of all,
you and your business.
I just don't know that it's that worth all the trouble.
Let me throw something out to you to bounce on that. They're sitting behind you. You have a mask on. So the whole point, and if they have a mask on.
Well, there's no if. Because if I drive, they're going to have a mask on. If I got to wear a mask.
If I even drive. So let's say they do have a mask on in Pete's car because he's the boss. How... Mark, your damn brother is so freaking funny. He throws me off track.
It's two-ply.
How is the spittle I always talk about going to get on you? If they're wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask, and you're facing forward, and they're hitting the back of your head.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I always look at that. Is that thing really necessary for peace of mind? I guess.
I think it's just as much peace of mind, and it's then you're sending the what's it called? It's at least sending out the
message.
The message that you're taking it serious.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I'm really worried. I've been seeing stuff on the Grand Rapids group about like maybe it wasn't Grand Rapids group, but not wearing masks. Like some people don't care.
They're saying a lot of people in Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah.
Was it in Grand Rapids group? I don't know. I'm in so many damn groups. I don't know what city.
I see people
I'm
all
just
over
as
the
bad
place
though.
not wearing.
I mean, I've been to the store a couple times in the last month, and each time, like when COVID first started, we had to wear the masks. If I went to the store, I always had it on. Now that everything's mostly opened up, like I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
They haven't stopped me though.
They're not going to stop you. The only place they'll probably stop you is Costco. So they're pretty strict about it. And Menards. Yeah. Yep. I've been wearing mine as much as I can. I actually got, it's called a neck gaiter.
My brother has one of those.
Yeah, and it's really comfortable, and it just kind of sits underneath there, and I just kind of, like we talked about with Gabe, and I just kind of tuck my beard in, and it's so comfortable, and it just sits right perfect, and then I just pull it down when I'm done. And
you just get a rubber band and like pull the beard up and just kind of rubber band.
I know.
See, that's my worry about driving as well. Is whenever I wear a mask, my glasses fuck up like crazy, and I can't see. You know.
Well, that's why I need to wear the gaiter thing. Is not. There's really no gap. There's elastic that goes right there, and so
really,
and it's super comfortable. I think I paid like 10.
I could wear one of those.
Yeah, it's super comfortable.
Yep.
But I went to my chiropractor, and we'll get on moving here. But he had an N95 on.
Okay.
And apparently, which my wife told me I didn't know, the N95 works both ways. So ours is to protect you. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm wearing a mask, if I have it to protect you, N95 goes both ways. Like it protects you and the other person. So that's why everyone wanted them so bad.
Yeah.
And they were so expensive. But Alan says you can't get any kind of seal with that facial hair, Jason. Yeah, no kidding. Pete has got the next article, and
all right, so this one was from Reddit as well, and it's a picture of a driver.
I might have. Oh yeah, I have this.
And for those of you who can't see, it says face covering required, and it's got a little graphic of a head wearing a face mask. And it says, I got them to avoid fights. Lyft has never sent me any PPE. I'm 67 years old, 5-star driver. I drive because I cannot find a real job. I am in high-risk health group. Just put on car 6/11/2020. Damn things were $45 for $4, including tax and shipping.
Yeah, I mean, it just, talks about the mask thing and everything, but
$45 for 4, right?
That seems a little pricey.
I don't know if that was for the masks though or for the stickers.
Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about that. One of the first comments is like, I'm sure I'm not telling you anything. If you haven't heard or tried, but Costco will pay you $20 an hour and you don't necessarily need to do any hard labor. That's some bullshit. They work your ass hard, and then you kind of work your way up to the cashier job. But the guy's 67, and I don't think he needs to be working at Costco.
I mean, and why is he working at all? I mean,
he's high risk too. That was kind of.
Why is he working at all? Because some people didn't save their money for when they worked.
I get it.
They have to work.
Like,
but I don't think that sign would. I mean, to me, it's a waste of money. If you paid that much money for the signs, I mean, it's really not going to do anything. Although,
bet you that guy paid $329 for the divider, though, too.
It's a nice. I would have paid $325 for the divider, but
took him about a half a second.
The sticker, though, it's a nice.
You're right. Reminder, or just like, hey, I'm taking this shit seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. And hey, see the sticker? It's for real. If you're not going to do it, you can get out of the car. Right. It's just,
What I need to get is a sticker that says, no damn babies, not in a car seat.
If that case, it would say no minors, no open container, like the whole window is going to be covered.
I saw a sticker, particularly, I saw people using it now because right now they don't, Uber or Lyft don't want you sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
So I saw somebody put the sticker on the window saying only use the back seat.
Okay.
So that was nice.
You know, there was something about a lady putting a skeleton in the front seat.
I saw that.
I don't know why we don't have this on this podcast. I swear I shared that in the group, but when I was putting the plan together, I never saw it.
Somebody she had a skeleton sitting in the front seat.
I mean, I guess that eliminates, unless you want to sit on the skeleton's lap.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, so next up is a video, a racist Lyft passenger. It's a little bit long. I did trim off some of it to hopefully shorten it down. But it's a good one to actually, I mean, it's going to be cringeworthy when you watch it. What's the matter?
John, he said, Pete, I bet when you start driving, your first passenger is going to be a no-car seat.
Will you just quit?
Literally.
Can you please go live?
I'm like, done.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
That's great. All right, let's watch this video and kind of discuss. Hope this doesn't kick me off YouTube. Oh, it's a talk show.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Hi, Richard. Yes, sir. What's my name, Richard?
Sure.
Yeah. What's my name?
Edgar, I think.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for hearing me out.
No problem. By any chance, do you have a mask?
No, I don't.
Do you mind to put your shirt on top right here?
I can.
That'll be really appreciated. I'm sorry?
You believe in that shit?
Yes, I do. Because I have a family that is sick of that. Mm-hmm.
I don't believe our government, so.
Well, it's not the government. It's the people that is getting sick.
Okay. I'm sorry I don't have a mask.
Yeah.
I've never heard of someone ask me to wear a mask.
Well, it's because we're really close right here in the car,
You should
and
have
then.
went left there.
Huh?
You want to get me home, you should have went left there. I don't know where you're going.
Oh, it's taking me to the freeway. You want to take that way, or you gonna?
Well, if you want to drive around with me all night long without a mask, that's fine. If you want to get me home quick, you go that way.
That's where it turns.
That's fine.
Up to you. I don't like you.
I
You don't like me? You want to get out?
No, I want you to take my ass home and give you a shitty review.
You know what? You can get out right now.
I'm not getting out right now.
Yes.
Nope, I've got a contract with you and I've got a ride with you. I've got a contract with you and I have a ride with
Nope. The contract ends right now.
you. No, it doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, he does.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
You try. Go ahead.
Nope.
The contract does not end.
Yes.
I told you I didn't like your standards. I'm entitled to free speech.
Yes,
You
sir.
cannot you cannot cancel the contract for that.
Yes, I do.
No.
It's my car, and you can get out right now.
Nope. It's not your car. It's Lyft.
It's not.
Nope,
It's
it's
not.
my car.
You represent Lyft.
one, then should lift,
And
then.
your little candy-ass faggy white glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I just fucking crush your fucking skull right now.
You're on video.
I'm not gonna do that though, because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're on video right now.
I'm not an idiot. Just take me home.
No.
And I won't give you a review. Just take me home.
Oh, he's
No.
backpedaling now.
Nope,
Okay,
nope, nope.
cancel this ride. Then I want to see you cancel the ride, so I ain't gotta pay $5. You cancel it.
There.
Go again, so it's a little slower, sir.
There.
I don't see that.
It's canceled.
Let me
There.
see it show up on my phone. And then
I don't know.
I'll get out, okay?
I don't know.
You don't know much, do you?
I finished the trip already. Get out of my car. Please.
Out of your car?
Yes.
Yeah, how about a please? Boy. It doesn't show it canceled here.
No, I didn't cancel. I finished the trip.
I live 4 miles that way. You didn't finish the trip.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
How can you say you finished the trip and I live 4 miles that way?
Because
How
we're
can
right
you say
here.
that?
I already ended up the trip, and now please get out, or I'm gonna have to call the police.
How could you say you finished the trip when I want to go
I did
over
finish
there?
the trip. I finished the trip.
You didn't cancel the trip. though.
I did. No, I didn't cancel. I finished the trip. It's
Okay, so
different.
I'll just have to call Lyft and then complain about it.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
Go ahead. I have video.
Yeah, you got video.
Yeah.
You got video?
Yeah.
Hey, you got video?
Yeah.
Hey, you ever take English class? You got video? You got video?
Piece of shit.
I
Do
know.
you take models class?
Did I take what?
Models.
What's modals?
You don't even speak. You
No,
don't even,
I don't know because I speak English.
Yeah. You think you speak
Well, you're
speak
from
English, but you
Hawaii.
don't. I'm from here.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're a fucking wetback.
And you
Ooh.
are?
I'm an American motherfucker. I fought for
I'm
the
an
country
Amer-
for 3 times.
I'm an American too.
3 times in the goddamn war.
I'm an American too.
No, I don't. But you don't speak English.
Yes, I do speak English. I
Okay,
speak
well, how
Spanish.
come you just want to rip me off on my trip? That's all I want to know.
I don't want to rip you off of the trip.
Then why
You start
canceling
disrespecting me.
Why you canceling me for full ride when you only gave me 100 yards of ride? Why would you do that? And how would that be considered to be fair? How is that considered to be fair? Modor. Is that considered fair in your country?
Yes, because this is my country too.
Good
Got him.
answer. Good answer.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I got video, and I'm gonna present. I'm gonna press charges on you right now.
And I'll know who you are.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go on, boy.
Go ahead.
Wow. I know that was a long one, but I feel like there was like a range of emotions from that guy.
yeah.
Like he was respectful, and then he was a dick.
I want to hear what would you have done, because I know.
I mean,
you would have not been able to be so patient as he was.
I was getting anxious watching that. Like I wanted to be like, "You get the out of my car right now."
You would have gone out of the car. You would have ripped him out of the seat.
No, because he's bigger than me. He would have beat my ass.
You could have taken him. He wasn't.
Well, he was probably gas out in 10 seconds. But yeah, I mean,
Vaughn said, "Don't engage." And
the guy didn't. I don't think the driver engaged.
The driver did really well.
He did exactly what
he handled the situation great.
Now, one thing I would have done is just canceled the ride because you effed yourself on a 1-star because he just ended what he drove, and I'm like, is it really worth the pennies or the couple of bucks? Like, that's the only thing that I would have done different is just cancel the ride like he wanted, and maybe you would have got out. But no, I think the driver did not engage at all. He responded to what he was being talked to, and he tried to be as calm as possible.
And what started it was not the driver's fault. What started it was Lyft's, notorious for taking me to the highway. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I knew as soon as he's like, "Hey, man, you're supposed to go left." I'm like, "Oop, this is where it turns."
Going downhill fast.
Well, and the thing is, too, the guy did say, like, "Okay, I mean, I can go the other way. It's fine." Like, he rolled with it. You could tell this guy is not a rookie driver. He's like, "All right, that's cool. I'm sorry it was taking me to the highway." Oh, I was getting mad. Oh, shoot, that guy. I was like...
I can hear it right now. Don't touch the fucking radio.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't say that.
That's all right. Yeah, you said the F word. Look at
What's
you.
up with that? I was referring to you, though. These are words coming out of your mouth, not mine.
True. Speaking of F words, Jackie, this is our last ad for Jackie, and we really want her to stay on. So if you need an insurance quote, please reach out to her. Jackie at 269-569-6127. That is her cell phone, or you can email her, Jackie at miafs.com. She works for Michigan Insurance on Financial Services, but is kind of like an independent broker. So you deal with her. She takes the hassle out of changing. You don't have to leave your house. You can do it in your underwear if you want. I know you all pictured me in my underwear. Go ahead, yes, sir.
I was just going to say, if you guys have questions about the Michigan, the new insurance reform, she can answer them all.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, and she will help you get a new quote or whatever you need to do. Absolutely.
So 269-569-6127. Give her a call or email her, Jackie at miafs.com. Okay. This one's mine again. Jeez.
Hey, Antonio. Sorry.
What's up?
I said, hey, Antonio.
Oh. My chat's a little behind yours, must be, because I didn't see that.
Well, no, it was just his name on the graphic is Antonio.
Oh, my bad. Oh, you threw me off, yes, sir. Okay, here we go. So this is DoorDash. So the person posting this on Facebook looks like it's the customer. The driver says, "Hey, Antonio, this is your Dasher. One of your nuggets fell out of the bag as I hit a sharp turn. I didn't think you would want it, so I ate it. Be there shortly." Response: "Just bring me my food before I get angry, sir." Now, we all know we think this is fake because of the iPhone thing. This is an iPhone, so that's a little weird. But it's still funny.
Why is it weird?
Because I don't know if it's real or not. So when you do texting through like DoorDash or Grubhub, it's all through SMS, which is Android's platform, and this is an iPhone screen.
Because of the whole iMessage thing?
Yeah, and it only works with other Apple iPhones. I don't know.
I'd like to think that kind of thing wouldn't happen, and yet every week we have a video of some guy eating somebody else's food.
Right.
Or, something like that.
The funny part of this, though, this probably, even if it is fake, I could see this happening.
Yeah.
100%.
You should know that the SMS is not an Android platform. Yeah, that's like all the other phones.
Like, well, sir, your burger touched my seat, so I went in and ate it for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't think you'd want it.
Yeah, sorry. There's Apple and everybody else.
Right, yeah, exactly.
The best and everybody else.
Some would say that.
Well, I appreciate you thinking about it in that manner.
I don't really think, care about it, but,
Apple's better. That's something.
AMD. Intel sauce. You gonna go?
Yeah, I gotta talk about Massachusetts leaders. I have all the fun stories tonight. I don't know what happened. So Massachusetts leaders increase driver earnings when the community needs it most. It's more like a statement. They want you to do it,
right?
Not.
They're not.
Not a question. So, because the problem is in Massachusetts, during the whole COVID crisis, COVID emergency, Massachusetts is one of two states in the country that does not allow surge prices at all. And of course, the drivers here does not like that at all. This is a organization. It's essentially as it's what is it, change.org. So it's somebody
bullshit.org.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting signatures, trying to get the Massachusetts leaders to listen, to open up for it, so that they will allow their system will allow for for surge pricing doing that. And so I obviously like surge pricing. I also like that there's a cap on surge pricing in some of those areas. But I don't think they should completely get rid of them by any means.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I added this as just a talking point about the government involvement in private business, because that's kind of what it is. And when I see things happen like that shooting in Seattle, this is way before all this disaster that's going on now. And they caught it and they're like, okay, we'll stop it, which is legit. Like I'm fine with that.
But the thing about the difference here is Uber stopped it and found out themselves and paid back themselves.
Yeah.
They didn't need the government to tell them to do it.
Right. And this whole state of emergency is a long, this has been like 3 months. So these drivers are supposed to drive without any surge for 3 months. I mean, I would be mad about that too. Now, I shouldn't say this change.org doesn't do anything, but it's just get out there. To me, I look at it like just get out there and hustle. Like there's no surge. There's nothing you can do about it. So move on. But
why? I mean, we talked about other areas too that, Michigan is different from other states.
Yeah.
In some areas and so forth. But I can understand. I would be mad too if there was absolutely no surge pricing.
I just think I understand not taking advantage of the passenger during, like I said, an acute situation, right. Whatever's going on.
You also have to really define what the line is between, like the hurricane when that happened, sure. And they cut down the surges because of the hurricane.
See, I think I'm okay with that.
Right, I'm okay with that.
But they didn't remove the surges really need altogether.
To? Right.
I don't think so.
They capped them. They capped the surges.
But does that really need to happen in today's COVID climate? I mean, people are staying home, spending less on gas. I think if you order food to get
I never thought about that. Like, I could see capping the ride portion of it, but the food. I mean, these guys. Ooh, I never thought about the food. That kind of pisses me off then.
Well, and didn't they also solve the problem with the riding? Because one of the big issues I wouldn't want to have surging is because I want the medical personnel be able to go from A to B without the surging. But they introduced Uber Medical.
Yeah.
So didn't they do that for that particular reason? So they kind of solved the problem there, I would think.
Yeah, it just brings up the point, like just having the government involved with private business. Right. I was listening to Rogan today, and this is not really rideshare related, but he brought up a good point about, everyone
brings up a lot of good points.
He does. He brought up a point like everyone got $1,200. He's like, that ain't shit for 3 months. These governments got these huge, PPP loans and like Shake Shack, the LA Lakers. Now they got caught and sent it. Why are the LA Lakers getting a PPP loan? Like, they're with millions and billions of dollars. So it just brings up a good point that we should be, and I'm not asking for more money. I mean, I'll cash it if they give it to me, but I don't want them to. I lost my train of thought. You guys are staring at me, and I was circling the fucking drain.
So damn good looking.
You knew it too, didn't you?
I didn't realize, no.
God, what was my point? I don't know. Son of a bitch. Just
government overreach.
Yeah, just government overreach. Like, I wish that they could.
But Joe Rogan wanted us to get more money, right?
Well, yeah, he was saying, like, take unemployment out of the equation. If the federal government was to help us, $1,200 doesn't really do much for 3 months. I mean, because it's been about, 3 months-ish?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that doesn't do much. And I guess his whole point was that the government took all the money, like, they gave all the money to all these big businesses, but not the rideshare driver or whatnot.
But the whole purpose of the PPP is to keep people employed.
I do understand that for small companies, but when you got Shake Shack and those huge companies that they don't have an issue, like
right? No, absolutely.
I mean, they have lots.
The system isn't perfect, absolutely, and there's lots of people who there should have been much more control on the other end.
It just should be for mom and pops. It should be like, well, there was a limit of employees, but Shake Shack skirted the system and said, well, this store only has 20 employees.
They did it per location.
Yeah.
But there was actually written like that.
I know.
That was the
they
whole
didn't
point.
break the rule. I understand.
No.
I'm not blaming them for their. There's lawyers that get paid big bucks to do that, but it's just kind of bullshit that the government wrote it that way.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I'm getting. What were you saying, Pete?
I was just gonna say what he was about to say is that. Is Shake Shack a corporate entity, though, or are they franchise?
I can't remember. Rogan talked about that, too, but that was a couple weeks ago.
Because I could see, like a franchise pizza place taking some of that money.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't be bad because franchises are all locally owned. They're all
not necessarily.
Well,
maybe not
true,
locally owned,
but they are individually owned.
Well, either way, they're all local people in your local community.
Right.
But I don't think my whole point was.
Well, the point is whether or not they need it. That's the point.
Yeah.
Right. No, absolutely, I agree.
Right. And my whole point is
Harvard didn't need it, as you said.
Yeah, and some person that is down on their luck, and we know how effed up the unemployment. Like, I got lucky. I went back to work, but I could still be sick, still be waiting for a damn check. You know what I mean? And that $1,200 was supposed to be, and I have to give it to them. They got it out pretty quick, but that was supposed to help people. And I don't know.
So you didn't save your signed check?
I didn't get a signed check. I got direct deposit.
Oh, okay, me too.
I did get a letter from. I had the check.
It was the dumbest letter.
Well, it had deposited like 2 months ago, and I get a letter.
President Donald Trump.
I know. I was like, jeez Louise. All right, Pete, save us.
All right. So this next article,
save us.
And I think we talked about this several months ago, but Uber embraces videotaping rides, raising privacy concerns. And so basically what it is, it's a test program that's been going on in Texas, and it's been expanded to Florida and Tennessee in the States, and it's also in Brazil and Mexico. But what it is the drivers can rent a camera through Uber. Uber.
Is it Yeah, I know we did talk about it. Is it resurging again? Is this become... That's one for me.
Was that one or two?
I think that's only one.
Okay. So it's something they're testing even more.
Okay.
And so what it is, it's a camera, but all of the data gets stored on Uber servers, all the video, all the sound. And, a lot of people are upset about it because it's raising privacy concerns.
Well, for who? The driver or the PAX?
Big
Both.
Brother's
Both,
watching.
I guess.
Huh?
Big Brother's watching.
Yeah. I guess if they made it, we talked to Janet, and she had something like... It was something with the gut. What I got from the interview last night is the government is really involved in New Zealand.
Oh, sure.
There's a lot of red tape.
No, but not even just that. They have, absolutely. I think what she was doing, if she wanted to use the governmental controlled taxi system, she has to use a governmental installed approved dash cam.
Yeah, it just was a little weird.
Not that it has to be installed, but they got to be. She installs it and then she has to go get it inspected. Yeah, exactly. So it's correct. But it's for everybody's protection, right?
Yeah, you should have a dash cam. I am testing the new Vantrue, and I am over the freaking moon for it. Yeah. It's awesome.
Are they sending us 3 more?
Yeah, I know, right?
The program is $5 a month to rent it from Uber.
Okay.
So if you're a full-time driver, I guess it depends on how long you plan on driving or having a camera. But what's that, $60 a year?
Right. So do they send you a new one every year so you make sure you get the newest version?
Wow.
Because
there's firmware updates, bro. You don't need a new phone every year.
No, I know, but I'm gonna get the new camera too. It's like 2 years. Mine is what? How old is my camera? 3, 4
It's
years?
just it's really nice. And it doesn't connect to your phone. I know a lot of people want that, but I think it's great. The back camera, it was a little challenging to run the wire all the way through the back, and had to do a little
tuck into the wire.
And I had to drop my light out to get, because you have to put it on your tailgate, but it has to be long enough so when your tailgate goes up, you don't pull the wire out. But other than that, I love it. And it can be in extreme heat and extreme cold. But we're gonna do a review on it. But I'm digging it. The only thing I don't like about it, and I don't know why, is that when the infrared goes on, it's black and white at night. It's not color. I feel, isn't the Vantrue you have now color?
Nope.
It's not. It's still black and white.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So's mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was the black view that was color inside, but I haven't tested it at night yet. But I'm really excited about it. I think that's gonna, and it's only, I know I say it's only, but it's $60 more than what the N2 Pro is.
Yeah.
What is the N2 Pro now these days?
It's $200. It hasn't gone down a bit.
It's not?
No.
See, I got mine for, I think, like $139.
Yeah, they always do the flash sales.
But what I like about the new version of the N2 Pro is that it has a bigger monitor. We have the original version. Well, I have the original version. It's like, what is it, like a 3.5
You mean,
screen?
so when you say the new N2, you're not talking about the one I have?
No.
Okay.
No.
The updated N2 Pro?
Yeah.
Has the bigger monitor?
Yeah.
Because the N4 has has a huge monitor.
Right, the 4-inch, right? It has a 4-inch monitor. Yeah.
I mean, which is not that big of a deal unless you were setting it up. I mean, that was a huge advantage of being able to see it. But it's cool. They put you got your main camera on, and then they got your inside the cab in the right corner, and your back camera left, right. But nice. I don't know why I'm gaga goo goo over it. I know I'm like gushing over here. But I think that's the next one we'll recommend, and it covers your rear end crashes too. Now, so now you got people.
Nice. Does this still have the thing so it's always on? So if something, so even if you're hit while parked. So
that's an additional. You have to get the OBD. Where you just buy it extra, and then I just whatever we got, I just plugged it in the cigarette lighter. But yeah, when you do that, you plug it in the OBD, and then if someone taps you in the parking lot, it'll record it. But
I'd get that.
I think they had to do something, especially in the extreme heat. I know John, I think, had some trouble even like keeping it stuck to the window because it would get so damn hot down there. So, speaking of hot, Patreon. We want you to join Patreon. Oh, look at this updated logo. It only took me 3 months. We would love you to join Patreon. It's $5 a month just for saying we love you. That is the what did Ben call it? Not the unicorn ride. I don't know. He named them something special. Yeah. But anyways, the $10 gets you.
The $10 is the unicorn ride.
The $10 is the unicorn ride. It gets you behind the scenes. It gets you one extra podcast a month with interviews. It gets you a hat on your second month. And my boy, I have not sent. What's his name? The last guy. I feel bad.
Miguel?
No. Who's the last guy that joined? I need to write a damn list. I feel bad. He's a good guy too.
We'll get it out to you soon, though.
Yeah, he's from Georgia.
Yep.
So you get the behind the scenes before the podcast, you get free merch, and you get the extra podcast a month. And we would really appreciate the support because we're trying to grow this thing big. We want to beat the rideshare guy.
So Sam seems to think that our logo is not a logo, it's an illustration.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That obviously, Sam,
Sorry, Sam.
The words that's running I don't know. It's the logo.
Sorry to disappoint you, Sam. I'll try to do better next time. All right. So next up,
before we move on, Janet says I'm right. I have it in writing. I am right. Well, I'm pretty much right. I know I'm pretty, and I'm right. This is awesome, Janet. Thank you so much.
You know what else? You're much too.
I'm always much.
Before we continue, I don't see Larry on here. Scared the shit out of me again.
What's that?
So you look up there. See in the left-hand corner, we have alerts. So when people follow us or like us,
but I've never heard that one before.
That's two. I know that's a new one. Anyways, I'm so distraught. What are we doing here?
Happy birthday, Larry.
Happy birthday, Larry, you old son of a
Larry.
Bitch. I don't know why you'll redo our logo for free? No thanks, Sam. We like our logo. It is Larry's birthday, and he's old as hell. I think he's still in his 50s, but we love him. Papa Larry.
Is he coming back this year?
Coming back where?
For the picnic.
No, we were on Instagram, doing an Instagram live talking about that. There is a better chance now because of COVID. They're staggering the kids moving into college. No, I didn't. I didn't delete any of your comments, Nate. You son of a bitch. Poor audio listeners. They're like, what the hell are they talking about? So, yeah, he has a better chance of coming now. Okay. This is why I should hide the comments for myself because then I get distracted. But, yeah, he supposedly is going to be able to come. So,
and now, of course, everybody else from around the country is welcome to come.
We're trying to get Janet. We're kind of convincing her, and I don't think it's going to happen. But she is coming to the States soon, she said.
Well, who
after
knows
COVID.
When, but yeah.
All right, Jesper, you are up.
Again?
I kind of gave you a little bit more work.
So this is a graphic from our boy
Leo.
Leo, there you go. Thank you. The name escaped me. Leo.
I'm going to send you a text like 1 minute before I want you to go so that you're ready to go.
So he says, this is the most interesting tip I've ever gotten, an orange crush box full of coins. He said the passenger said there should be at least $5 in it. About to count it right now.
Yeah, right.
$4.03 later. Damn it. There was no $5. $4.03. But he says, I'll take it.
Well, the funny part is just why I love this is just like, this guy's got random coins in an empty crush box. Like, there's so many questions I have. I don't even know. But Leo, thanks for submitting that. I like in the right-hand corner my replying to or bodies. I don't know what that was about, but this is the stuff you can get in the Telegram group. I mean, you don't want to know what that is. A couple questions in the chat. What do you think about signs for riders? Not sure which kind of signs. There's tons of signs.
Yeah, we talked about signs earlier.
Yeah, like mask signs, dash cam signs, FU signs. Reginald, who just liked the stream, says Uber or Lyft. Who is better? I mean, as a driver, I prefer Lyft because I get paid more. But Uber in my market surges more than Lyft. So It's like flip a coin.
This is what
it's not an
I
easy
tell everybody.
answer.
No.
Yeah. This is what I tell everybody who asks the question, or, what time's best to go out. Whatever service and whatever time works best for you.
Yeah.
It's really...
We all know that I favor Lyft.
Yeah. We do know that. Only the old people get that joke.
They kicked me off the platform 2 years ago.
But it's true.
I can probably get back on now.
What Pete said, it's kind of wherever you are and whenever is a good time to drive for you. But yeah, is the busiest time from 9p to 3 on Friday and Saturday nights? I don't care what market you're in. That's pretty probably. Yep. And then regarding which is better, again, I get paid more on Lyft, but Uber has more surges. So to me, it's like, well, if Uber's not surging, I'm going to do Lyft. If Uber is surging, I'm going to do Uber. It's just kind of...
There's also other things you have to take into account, too. Like, as I learned the hard way, Uber has a $1,000 deductible if you get into an accident, whereas Lyft, get into an accident, it's $2,500. And I didn't end up have to paying it because I had rideshare insurance than my personal insurance.
So it means less now when you have when the riders are more
if it's
more widely,
if it wasn't your fault.
Well, sure, yeah. So one way of answering that, Reginald, is go into your go Facebook or somewhere else where you can find a local community, and then do some research. Figure out what are people saying. How if you're not already driving, or if you're only driving for one of them, go out and do some research. Join some of those communities. Start listening to what are the people saying about that, and then you can get that answer pretty quickly for your area.
And you heard what Yesser said. Listen, please don't ask someone to give you their tips and tricks. That's people. There's nothing worse than you're going to get slammed in that group, and they're brutal, man. They're brutal. Yeah. So just
if you hear "How's the road?" stop.
Heyo.
If anyone asks you how the roads are, just run. But yeah, just watch the comments in the groups. Yeah. Engage people, but just don't expect people to do the work for you. You have to figure it out. So.
What market are you from? Thanks for the follow and like and all that stuff too.
Jana asked, do you do both Uber and Lyft concurrently? Oh yeah. If there's nothing going on, both apps are running in the background. Yep. It used to be Uber would get real fussy. Do you remember that back in the day? Like when you had it in the back, if you had like Lyft Up or another app, it would like either disconnect you or kick you off or it would do something. I can't remember.
Well, you'll get to the point. I mean, once you start doing it, at the same times every day or doing it full time or part time, you start to learn things like in the mornings, the early mornings, Uber is busier. In the afternoons, Lyft is busier. At night, pick whichever one.
Yeah,
basically.
It's all basically one phone.
But that's my market. It could be different.
Yeah. Janet, I ran 2 devices for a while, and it just got too clunky for me. I ran a tablet for Lyft, and so I just used one phone.
We have some drivers who does both. Gabe has 2 devices, and that works really well for him.
I think Gabe has like 6 devices, to be honest with you. He's got a couple burners.
Does he have a Flex device too?
I think he does. I'm actually thinking about doing that this fall because the problem is when you're doing Flex, you're on your phone, like you need GPS, you need all that, and you're trying to chat with your buddies on Telegram, and it's like switching back and forth. So I literally think I'm going to get a phone just for Flex, so I can flex and then still chat with my friends. I mean, of course, not driving,
right?
Of course. And that's one nice perk about Telegram is you can lock in voice messages. You don't have to touch your screen up over more than once.
So Reginald is asking, why aren't drivers out on the road? You're going to have to be a little bit more specific about that question.
I just assume,
obviously, there's lots of answers to that question. A big answer is COVID, right?
Right.
But obviously, if you need more specific, then we need a little bit more information as to what it is you're actually asking.
So Pete's got a good article from Reddit. It's about I don't know. I gave this one to Pete. Like I try to pick the articles what's going to make that person fussy.
So I actually came across this article. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And it says the topic is how to minimize / avoid conversation with passengers, and that caught me right as I was scrolling through Reddit because I'm like, anyways, I'll read it. How do I minimize conversation with my passengers? I suffer from social anxiety and have no interest in engaging in unsolicited small talk. I've found information online about passengers looking to avoid conversation with the driver, but not the other way around. There are days where I've cut my Uber shift short because I'm mentally exhausted from the accumulation of fake conversations. I wish I had a sheet in my car that says, yes, I'm doing great. Yep, busy day on Uber. Love driving for Uber. Yep, grew up here. Yes, I'm a student. Crazy world out there. COVID, riots, politics, etc. I feel ya. Insert whatever passenger is venting about. So my suggestion for this guy is to go ahead and open up your phone. And if you go to your apps, just long press on the Uber app and delete it.
If you're on an iPhone.
If you're on an iPhone.
Yeah.
Man, well, you're in the wrong. I understand what he's saying.
But I feel you're
in the wrong business.
Do it. But I feel you could still get away with that. I feel like if you don't want to, I mean, I wouldn't drive on the party times, because they want to talk usually. But
the only time I think you could really get away with that is
mornings,
bright and early in the mornings.
Yeah, no one talks in the mornings.
Because nobody wants to talk. You just woke up.
But I mean, I know everyone says this is a customer service job, but I feel like you could get away with a minimal talking. But I don't know. Pete's like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out, man. There was some suggestions of turning on there's a setting you can turn on that says you're deaf or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But why would you do that?
Right. Just, I don't know. I really went back and forth because I was trying to understand, where he's coming from.
I feel bad.
And I do understand, and I feel bad, but
well, just deliver food.
Right.
I mean,
right. Exactly.
I mean, if you
don't
like
to talk to nobody, you got to smile and hand them the food, or you don't have to do that now.
No,
just put it on the steps and run away.
Remember, you gotta eat some of the food.
Right,
you have to remember to do that.
Got to grab one of the chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Take a picture too.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I agree. I agree somewhat, but I feel like if you can just get through those terrible questions, you really don't have to say anything. I don't know. I kind of feel like when I've used it, if the driver doesn't want to talk, I just kind of be like, okay, I got you.
But
sure.
I understand what Pete is saying, though. For me, I get bummed if I get I really don't want to talk. Do you know what I mean?
If they said that, that would bum me out.
Oh, but I've heard that sometimes. Not often, by any means. But, there's been the occasion of just shut up and drive. I'm just going to sit here, right? And for me, it's always been a much bigger deal was the therapy of being out there and talking to people and getting away from your computer and that kind of stuff. So I would get bummed.
I mean, you always just play the customer. You kind of ask your standard questions, and I don't know.
I agree. I just feel like, though, everybody knows you get into the Uber and you talk to the driver.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. You're right. I'm more on your side. That is kind of a customer service thing, and you should probably maybe just deliver food. So.
Right. Or delete the app.
What Pete said. Is that how you do it on Android too? Probably not.
It is.
You hold it down and
you drag it up to uninstall.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So the next article we want to talk about is introducing priority delivery for the customer for Uber Eats. So basically what it's doing is they're introducing an option that customers to pay a nominal fee for priority delivery, which cuts off the original ETA to ensure your order comes directly to you ASAP. So the next time you get crunched for time or need something to eat now, priority delivery has you covered. So, I looked.
Did we
talk about this?
We talked about this a couple months ago.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
This article was written June 15th.
I'm not saying it didn't come up again.
Huh?
87.
I don't think we did, but maybe we did. So if we talked about it, finish the spot.
I don't remember. I just remember.
Yeah. So it looks like on this animation or whatever you call it, it's 99 cents. So I guess my whole point of bringing it up is the customer pays an extra $1. Is the driver getting of that? And then what's going to force the driver to actually deliver that one first? Because I base it on location and tip. If you tip me really well and I got 2 orders and they're semi in the same direction, the person that tipped is going to get more money.
Right.
And I know we've definitely talked about that, but I just wonder what's going to force the driver to actually take that priority one. I don't know.
I've never taken 2 deliveries at the same time, so I'm not.
What are you, new?
Noob.
Jeez.
I just take people.
Yeah. Well, that might have to change if you got your big boy job now. So.
I got my big boy job now.
I've delivered three foods in my life, I think. Three or 4 maybe, I don't know.
I guess my whole point is the driver going to see any of this? If I'm going to go out of my way, is the driver going to... I mean, it's 99 cents, but I mean, I feel like the driver's not going to see anything. I want to know somebody that's actually done this as a driver.
Did it say what markets that's in yet?
I don't think so.
So if you guys have that in your market, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can figure out how it works. So I'm very interested as to why I get the next one. I don't know why you gave that one to me.
Oh, actually, I do have a video for that one.
I know you do, but I don't know why you gave it to me.
Oops.
She joins us live.
I'm falling apart. Sorry, Jesper. Holy shit, I was just clicking all kinds of shit.
I actually have a follow-up story. Dustin posted a follow-up story to that one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to explain it, or do you want me to just play it first?
Just play it.
All right.
She joins us live outside the University of Chicago Hospital with more on this story. Hi, Tanya.
Hey there, Julie and Tamad. Yeah, as far as we know, it's a happy ending for the mom and her little bundle of joy, but not for the Uber driver who brought her here. Jose Duran says this has been the craziest Uber experience ever. In the over 12,000 Uber rides Jose Duran has given,
I've had 3 people vomit before.
But
That's
never
it?
has he ever had anyone to give birth in the back seat.
Halfway through the ride, she starts screaming.
Is he in a Prius?
I told her that you're freaking me out. Are you okay? She said, yes, I'm fine.
I think it is.
And then she starts screaming again, and she said, it's this baby. I'm like, what baby?
Duran says he had no idea the woman was even pregnant.
She didn't have a car
He
seat.
recognized the address where he was headed was the University of Chicago Medical Center, but he had no idea she was going there because she was in labor.
She starts screaming again, and it's coming out. So now I'm freaking out because I'm on the Dan Ryan. I'm right before 47.
I know the Dan Ryan.
What do I do?
After running several red lights and probably getting a ticket along the way, he finally made it to the emergency room.
Why would you call an Uber instead of an ambulance?
Once he was sure the mom and baby
have you
were
paid
okay,
for an ambulance?
he reached out to Uber to see what he should do next.
They text me to get it detailed.
But when he tried to have it done, he was told he couldn't because of all the bodily fluids that seeped deep into the dark cloth seats.
The detail place even told me that the seats have to be replaced.
But who's going to pay for it? Duran says he would have to pay $1,000 deductible, and there's no guarantee the rest would be covered.
Same garbage.
Does the lady have insurance to pay for this? It's one of those situations that no one ever thinks about.
Right.
Sir, your mask doesn't help you when you put it on your chin.
Duran says he has called Uber several times, but he has not gotten any answers since this all happened yesterday afternoon. He says this is costing him about $600 a day because he can't work until the car is clean.
$600 a day?
Before
See,
you
that's
ask,
one of my
he
questions.
cannot reach the woman because she used a fake name on the Uber app, and the University of Chicago will not give him any information
there's a
about
credit
the woman
card.
because of HIPAA laws.
But she
I'm
used a
live
fake
this
account.
evening in Hyde Park.
Oh, that cut off abruptly. No, she used a fake name. Doesn't mean the credit card should be. It doesn't matter what you use. The credit card on there, unless she stole a credit card too.
Well, yeah, but Uber is not going to give him the name of the credit card.
Sure, you're right. You're right. So yeah, from a driver perspective, it doesn't matter what's on the credit card,
exactly,
or the debit card or whatever.
And yeah, she gave her the
So Uber actually is going to replace the seats for the driver.
Did he steal your thunder?
No, it's just exactly that. But the last number I heard was they're gonna cap it at $2,500. So that's his most outcome, and that at least during the interview they were posting with, he actually did an interview with Dustin and somebody else.
Oh, cool. Thanks for the invite, Dustin.
Yeah. but I believe the number I heard was it was a $2,500 max that Uber was going to give him, also to cover the lost wages. That's all. But I question $600 a day.
That's a complete bullcrap.
Yeah, that there's no way. I mean, he was saying he was making good money, sure, and he's obviously driving in Chicago.
Yeah,
but you're not making no $600 a day in Chicago. There's no way.
So here's my thing: couldn't somehow your comprehensive insurance come into play with this? So comprehensive is like your windshield, or if you hit a mailbox or something like that.
But
it depends on if he had the rideshare coverage.
Right, the same thing, right? I mean, are they going to pay for it? He's obviously doing,
if he's doing
delivery or whatever.
delivery work or business work.
Well, clearly Uber $2,500 is going to cover the cost of those seats. I can't imagine those seats are
right. But
there's no labor. I think they probably just unbolt at the floor and bolt them back in.
Yeah.
So,
but what about his lost, quote unquote, lost wages? But they've never covered lost wages.
No.
They've never covered that.
No.
And so I don't know what that's gonna do. I do think it was interesting though that they just asked him to get it detailed, because obviously nobody has ever thought about this situation. Because you can't. I mean, you can't
detail that, especially if you have
not that you can't. You can't legally detail it because this is body fluid. This is hazardous material.
What is that legal?
Legality?
You can't. They can't legally clean
Who
that.
can't?
The companies, the cleaning companies.
Why not?
Because it's hazardous material.
So puke is not hazardous material?
Not in the same level, no.
Oh, there's different levels?
There's blood involved.
Oh. Well, we don't know that, but yeah, you're probably right. There was blood. Did you? Wow.
Listen.
There's got to be
I helped
blood.
deliver a baby once at a gas station in Easttown.
Yeah?
There's blood involved.
Yeah? Did she go poo too?
No.
They usually poop their pants too. Poor women. Women got it the worst.
Yeah.
I tell my wife that they got periods. They got to give the babies. What do we got to do? Nothing.
Although I've had a kidney stone.
Yeah,
and
pretty
multiple
bad.
women have said that having a kidney stone was worse than giving labor.
Oof.
So
I think it depends. I
think we're out of our league. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Moving
that's
on.
definitely true.
And lastly, but Pete's got a quick one from Reddit. Reddit coming in strong this podcast.
Reddit came in strong this last couple of weeks. So it's a picture. It says, when annoying Pax is already chirping at you from the queue, good luck with that. Hope she had to wait another half an hour. And it's a picture from Cassie, the passenger. It says, please come on. The driver sends a question mark. It says, I'm sorry, what do you mean? I'm currently en route. Actually just saw I need gas. Maybe you'll have to wait for the next driver. Have a great day.
I agree, man.
Yep.
Especially when it's busy and someone calls me, I don't, unless it's on a surge. Money talks.
Right.
So if it's a good surge, I might deal with his bullshit.
Money talks and walks.
What walks?
Bullshit.
That's great though. I love when I see drivers just drop the mic. Good luck. So yeah, that was good. Good job, whoever you are. I think we need to start like a Reddit page for our group. And people can encourage people to share like crazy stories to our Reddit page.
We need another thing to control.
That's true. I totally agree. I know Reddit's a good place, but I totally agree.
Reddit's not a good place.
It's a good place. Yeah, like we need another effing thing. So just tip time real quick, no picture, but one of the things we talked about, especially with food, is put your food in bags. People like it better. Basically meaning if you walk up to deliver me food from McDonald's and it's not in a hot bag, I mean, y'all, especially if you have multiple deliveries, if you have that just sitting on the
right,
it's going to be, I mean, it's already going to be lukewarm. We get that. We've all, that's another thing too. I got to bring that up. You're paying all these damn fees and you get your food and it's lukewarm.
Right.
Like it's not even like hot. So it's like, oh, it's even worse. But yeah, I mean, the hot bags are,
there was a big
cheap.
discussion on our local group about
hot
using
bags?
hot bags. And it's kind of what made me think when I sent that tip time to you is and I didn't chime in because, well, we all know how I get sometimes.
You've been real good though.
I've been really good lately, but just I don't want to say, just the ignorance, I guess. Just a lot of the people, hot bags, blah, I'm not gonna. Man, they're like $1.99 at Myers.
Yeah.
Man, seriously.
You know, I wanted to bring something up too that jogged my memory that I was going to talk about earlier with Grubhub. They're offering, and I'm sure some of them are, and someone will always tell me, I already told you that, but free PPE. So for free, once a month, they'll send you sanitizer and masks. Mm-hmm. So my question to you is about the mask. Would you hand somebody a mask? Like, I got them for free, and they're disposable.
Yeah.
Would you be like, I mean, unless they were a-holes and be like, get out.
I'm not going to say I'll buy a package of masks.
Because they're expensive right now.
But if I get some from somewhere, like I got a bunch through Shipped, I think, or Instacart.
Okay.
And I've only used like one or two of them, so I'll probably keep the extra ones in the car.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely do that. I mean,
if they'll put a mask on, I'll let them get in.
Yeah.
But if
you're out of them and they don't have one, but that's just another tip too. I don't know about Uber, but I know Grubhub. I went right to the website, and once a month you can order PPE, and I'm sure DoorDash is the same way. But if you're on multiple apps, you might as well take advantage of all. I mean, you're not hoarding. I mean, obviously, if you have 300 masks, stop ordering from the companies. You know it's going to cost us all money down the road somewhere.
Right.
But it's just kind of a tip, like. Have 5 of them ready to go. If you really want to take that person, you can give them a mask. So
I'm a little disappointed this week that Miguel didn't get on.
Yeah,
Twitch.
You know, there is somebody on YouTube who was supposed to be watching YouTube.
I am.
Jesper.
Chad Kaufman.
You didn't even...
Just not much talking.
Chad was on our podcast. He was the guy that had COVID, and he got it from Uber.
Oh.
Yeah.
That Chad.
All right, so put your food in bags. Don't be a dick. Okay, social media shenanigans. I am up first. This was from
I love this one.
This is why F Uber's GPS, like Waze for life. I'm getting that tattooed on me. Waze.
That should have been the tip time.
What?
Don't use Uber's GPS.
Yeah.
How do you know it's not in Britain?
It's not, because this is local. I actually know. I drive through that roundabout all the time.
Yeah, I knew right where it was when I saw it.
So this is a local guy, Tony Dornbos. I think actually Tony went to the party or the picnic last year.
He did.
He's like, what's wrong with this picture? And it's just a roundabout that has you going the opposite way. Instead of, I mean, what would you call that? Instead of counterclockwise, it has you going clockwise.
How does that even happen?
I don't know.
Well, there's never anybody there. Who cares where you go?
Yeah,
isn't the Kentwood police station right there though?
Yeah. Actually, it's a little bit further down on Walma, but it's the fire station right on the corner, and then on the right hand side, a little further down, is Kentwood PD. Yeah. But I just thought that was funny. Jesper, this is your amazing one.
This is my favorite.
Why is that so small? Oh, you want to hear something? Nah, I won't. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. No. You want to hear something cool about it? So I saved all these pictures as the same thing, and it automatically swapped them out on XSplit. So when I went to go add them, it was already in there, and it was like, that's why that picture was small, because I didn't. I was nerding out. Because when I save you all stuff, I save it the same thing, and if it's still in XSplit, it just replaces the photo.
So this is kind of gig work, right? This is kind of if you kind of have your own gig, if you will, on the side. And I thought this was just an awesome grilled cheese truck. It's like there's no menu or nothing. There's like $1 grilled cheeses, and that is it, right? And I like the no change given, sort of your own shit. I like that. Right? It's like no rules. It's like you just get up there, you get your grilled cheese, and you get out.
I don't know if this is photoshopped or not, but some of it says, I don't have Venmo because I'm not some teenage asshole
who vapes.
Yeah, exactly. Or wipes. The other side says, don't ask me for a GD tomato slice, or I swear to God, I will reach through the window and pull you inside and hold your head against the griddle, which will be
embarrassing for you.
You should have put avocado slice.
Right? Yeah. No, they're not making toast. But I like that Jesper brought it up because I kind of have the attitude. No aux cord. Do not touch my radio. I'm getting you from A to B. But yeah, that was
don't touch the radio.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna buy. I may buy this one here. So if you start seeing the $1 grilled cheese, come up, buy my grilled cheese because it'll be mine.
I feel like you could make like the hot dog guy at the end of the bar, and I think you could make a killing. Although I charge more than $1.
I mean, what's a loaf of bread is? I mean, I guess
a cheap bread is like $1.
Right.
Like go to Aldi, you can get a loaf for probably 89 cents.
Well, and the thing is, they will eat the shit out of those sandwiches at night, right?
Yeah, but that's why I feel like, I know, but that's why you're right. They wouldn't care if there was $1 loaf of bread. Yeah, you go to like a nice fair, you might want to upgrade to a $3 loaf of bread. But I feel like $1, it should be more than $1.
Well,
I mean,
so after midnight, you change that $1 out for $5.
Yes.
A little sticker you put on.
Yeah, like a little magnet.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be perfect. We're in the wrong business. Right? Let's get a food truck. All right, and then Pete.
So yeah, this next one is a great one too.
Nate wants to know how the road.
I'm ignoring him.
So this is a text message, and it says, "Hello, this is Rosemary with DoorDash. I just picked up your order, and according to the map, I should be there in about 5 minutes or so. F you, I don't know who you think you are, but you can kiss my ass, B."
Response.
And then the next text is, "Oh my God, forgive me. I'm so sorry that was not for you, and I apologize for that. Was not appropriate. I'm sorry somebody was backing into me and I flipped and I flipped me off, and I should not have said, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I can't even apologize enough. That was not meant for you, and that was not right, and I'm sorry."
Yeah, I mean, that's
voice to text.
Voice to text. I've had it with Hey Siri. I've had it with her too, saying something, then you read it, you're like, whoopsies. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, another DoorDash text. This one's legit because it's not an iPhone. Although it kind of, no, it's not an iMessage. So, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show.
Yep.
We really appreciate you guys. We can't wait for the next 2 weeks. What else? What else we got going on? What else got? Nothing popping.
Picnic
really.
Coming up soon.
Picnic's coming up soon.
Picnic coming up in August.
Yep. Still looking for sponsors. Actually, I want to throw out that next Wednesday, I'm going to be trying to do an Instagram live video just for shooting the shit. So tune in for that. If you don't follow us on Instagram, look us up. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that fun stuff. But we appreciate everyone. Any closing thoughts, Jesper?
Nope.
Do you want to rub my leg? Do you want to give Pete a hug? No, 6 feet. Don't kiss each other.
Have me in your thoughts, and because I'm this next 2 weeks I'm gonna be taking my family to the road. We're gonna be driving 4,000 miles.
Jesper was so excited when I told him.
I am excited.
That I told him you won't be on vacation for the next podcast. He was like, I get the next podcast off, and I figured out the day. I'm like, no, you'll be back home. Janet says, please send me the Patreon link. I will send it to you, Janet, but if you look in this description on the podcast, it's up there too, but I will send it to you. Jesper's probably going to share it. So.
I am looking it up right now.
Oh, gosh, I didn't realize we were not even on the camera. We were showing that dumb picture. I'm a terrible producer. Pete, you need to step up over here. I can't look at the comments. I cannot. I feel
You're
like...
too distracted?
I've been good for a while, but today I just felt like every time I read it, I was just like, I can't look at it, so... Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.